Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the MediaBite channel. Today we're going to be talking about a movie that I probably would have loved if I was just slightly older. This movie is definitely for a very certain demographic, but I think I really would have liked this movie a lot if it were, if I were of that age, and that movie is Yoga Hosers. And with that, let's just get right into this video. So this movie is one of those movies that I've heard a bunch about, but at first it really never interested me because I just honestly didn't feel like it was for me for some reason. I just never felt like it was for my taste. But honestly, when I finally gave it a shot, all of it didn't work. I felt like I enjoyed the vast majority of the film. Regardless of the parts of the movies that stamp it straight into 2010 and not 2025, but that's not really something that anybody can control. Otherwise, I thought it was really funny, and I thought it was kind of cute. There's a very funny core to the movie, especially with something that the main villain does at the end, just doing the impersonations of different celebrities, which I thought was very, very funny. This movie stars Lily Rose Depp and Harley Quinn Smith, both respectively as 16 or 17-year-olds who are working at a shop, and they both respectively realize some crazy stuff about the places where they work at, which is at one of their dad's shop. Okay, so spoilers for the movie, but there's this German man, German scientist from the 1940s, was making a bratwurst soldier army, which is an actual thing that happens in this movie. They were supposed to come back in 100 years, but they were left out too early, and the bratwurst soldier army didn't actually end up fully forming, and they're very, very tiny, probably only like that big. So they never really fully developed into soldiers, and so now all they can really do is like stab people and like bite people, and that's really all they can do. It's also just like, it's not scary. Like, the point is not, it's not scary, it's supposed to be funny. It's very much a like teenage girl kind of comedy film for like 16, 17-year-olds, but if you don't know, Kevin Smith directed and wrote the film. To be honest, it's one of the reasons I think this movie didn't do as well as it could have, because people just weren't willing to give it its time of day, because it was a movie not written for 30-somethings or even 14-year-old boys, but for 16 or 17-year-old girls to watch sleepovers, and their parents could enjoy it as well. I think it's genuinely a great movie for that age group, because nobody could have made a movie like this except for Kevin Smith. I think it's a pretty good movie outside of that demographic, but I also think it could be a great movie if you were inside that demographic. I think people give it too much flack because you weren't the target demographic for it, I don't think. I think this movie is perfect for like teenage girls, not in a bad way, but because not in the way that people usually say that kind of thing, but I think this movie works for that demographic perfectly, because I think this movie was designed for that demographic, because Harley Quinn Smith is the daughter of Kevin Smith, and I think they made this movie together, and I think it works perfectly for that demographic. But if you were outside that demographic like I am, please go check the movie out. I liked it. I thought it was very, very funny. I think the movie still works even if you're outside of that demographic. I think people just gave it crap for really no reason, just because it wasn't what they were typically expecting from a Kevin Smith movie like that. I thought it was great. I liked it a lot. If you don't, that's perfectly normal and acceptable. Parts of the movie don't work for me, but I think the parts that do kind of overshadow those parts. I thought it was really funny too, honestly. The whole movie's set in Canada, if you don't know, and it's very Canadian, a little bit over top with like how much they're doing Canadian accents, and like maybe a little bit extraneous with the way that they say things, but it's you can get over that pretty quickly. So you can watch this for free on Tubi. So if you're not you don't have to pay for it. You can pay for it and buy it if you want to, but Tubi, you can, if you're like not sure if you're gonna like it, just watch it on Tubi. It's free. You can watch it there. And then you'll, if you like it, you like it, and you can go buy it, or if you don't like it, then that's fine too. Thank you all for watching this video. I really greatly appreciate that. If you watched this video, then I know that you're in a certain group of people. Those are people who just like the videos that I make, because it's me, and I really deeply appreciate you for that, because that means the world to me. So thank you all, and I honestly could not imagine a world where I wouldn't do this for the rest of my life. So thank you, and I really deeply appreciate it. There's commentaries on the Patreon. We're going to do some more of those coming out. I have one from the Blair Witch Project. Maybe ad-free podcasts coming up on there too. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see how that all goes. MediaBite Co. is on TikTok. MediaBite Company is on Instagram. You can go find that. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.